The announcements. If you want to become a storage auction hound, March 20th, the Making Money A to Z by the Numbers webinar kicks off again. You can sign up, links below. And if you just want to get into some type of business, there's also a free webinar, March 19th, how to get your hustle on webinar. It doesn't matter what it is, because all business principles have a common core. You have a service or product and you're trying to sell that service or said product to make money. You can't get around that. So that'll help you with that. And also, if you want to talk to me, because I got a lot of emails, it's like, I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you. Man, can we be friends? No. But I will talk to you for a fee. Once again, that information is below. So if you want to get in where you can fit in, do it soon. Hey, this is Glendon making money with storage and auctions. The title of this little ditty, Sally the Stripper. This is kind of one of the first stripper units that I got that I knew without a doubt that Sally was a stripper. It wasn't the chrome pole that was in the corner either. I didn't know. That's something else. I don't know if you're getting these things yet, but it was kind of funny because she actually had a pole, a mobile pole, so she could go do her strip thing on the road. And it was like, it looked like a piece of construction equipment because it had this thing screwed up and it just mounted on the wall. I don't know how safe that would be in all environments. But that's not what gave it away. Getting in the unit, and it's an okay unit. It was nothing really special. I only paid $130 for it. But it was a 10 by 15 that was about 80% full. That was the key for me. That's the reason I bought it. And there was a lot of decor. She had great taste. There was a lot of paintings, prints, wall hangings, little knicky-knacky stuff that does very well at a garage sale or in, the cheap section of your store. And I'm going in the unit and I'm like, okay, because I'm like maybe in the unit for 5 minutes and that's like, bam, I'm at $300. So I'm like almost 3 times my money and this thing's still to go. So I'm going through stuff and then I find the DVDs. A lot of strippers are extremely enterprising, very, very enterprising. And she had her own DVD. She had her own calendar. I told you about the pole. She was a traveling hoe. And it was just really, really amazing that all of the stuff that she had in there that was about her stripper lifestyle. But see, this is the thing that just got me like really, really twisted because she had even more Christian stuff. I'm talking gospel pamphlets, gospel CDs, the TD Jakes. Everything by TD Jakes, she had it. So was this like the holy stripper? I don't know. It was really funny. And it was only her stuff. There were no kids. There was no guy stuff. It was only female stuff. And it was all her size. Because she was a stripper. She was making money. So she was attractive. But what got me was getting into her journals. It was just, it was clear. Sally was very, very conflicted. I didn't find this out because I had the mind twist when I found the calendars, the DVDs, and she wasn't doing porn as far as I could ascertain. But, this is my opinion on strippers. If you do that for more than 2 years, you're just going to become a different kind of woman for life. That's just my opinion. Some people are going to disagree because I don't think you're going to think a whole lot of men that if you could just come on into a room and shake your ass and put a little ass dust on them and they give you then, your mortgage, your rent, and you just kind of looked at them. In my opinion, that's just stupid. I know a whole bunch of folks are like, don't hate the game, don't hate the player, hate the game. No, it's stupid. It's not a proper allocation of resources in my opinion. But once again, this is just my opinion. Just me. So I'm going through the unit and I find the lingerie and all of the stripper gear, the stripper panties, the stripper shoes. I will say one thing about Sally. She was very neat, very orderly. None of her stripper shoes were all garled up because sometimes you could tell it was a big girl because the sides all messed up and scraped up and you can't really resell those. No one's going to buy that. People want stuff at the garage sale, the thrift market, the flea market in pristine condition or as close as possible for a nickel. So, I was feeling pretty good because, like I said, I only paid little or nothing for this unit, and I'm well over a G just in what I found. And, I'm still digging. And I found some little jewelry. I found some love letters. I found her high school stuff. I mean, essentially her whole life was in there. But when we get back to the journals, which is like a two-parter because, I'm all about the money. Get in there, get the money, sell what you can, then filter the other stuff later. Well, about 2-3 months later, I got to the journals. And boy, did I learn something about Sally. Sally was a wild girl. One of the interests, and I don't remember all the journals verbatim, but this thing is pretty much just embossed on my mind. The first time that I took my clothes off for a stranger, it felt odd, strange, yet exhilarating. When I read that, I was like, this is going to get good. It's going to go from good to gooder. And it did. Her journals read like a hot, sex, nasty, I don't believe she did that kind of book. Because she did not escort to become a prostitute, but doing all that stuff for the clients and stripping and all that. When she got back to her dude, she freaked Buddy. I mean, it was like, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because the last sexually oriented video that I put up, some little asswipe flagged it because, oh God, he's talking about sex. It was a dildo. Oh no, it needs to be age appropriate. Let me tell you something. Most 10 to 15-year-olds know more about sex than you do because they're doing it. I know you don't want to hear it, but they're doing it. And if they ain't doing it, they know about it because they got friends that are doing it and they all share information like a virus. So that's the deal. But Sally, I don't know, and sometimes, Sally is someone that's kind of stayed with me for a while because when you come across someone like that, you're just going to wonder, what would she have been like if she had applied that energy? Because she was a hustler. Make no mistake about it. She was a hustler. The girl had some get up and go about her. I don't know why she lost the unit because there was no delinquent bills. There were no, it was just essentially her personal effects that looked like that she just put in there because she was in transition. So I have no clue why she lost it. But I wish I had kept those journals. If I knew that I was going to be doing this stuff up on YouTube, I would have taken way more pictures. I would have saved everything, and it would be just like a freaking treasure trove of information because what I find to be so cool is people who bought my book, who are getting into business, they're coming back to me and it's like, man, it's just like you said it was. I got this stripper unit, I got this crackhead unit, and it's just like, man, I felt like you were in the unit with me. So, that's just a testament to the information I put out. But back to Sally. If you get this stuff, it seems that they're putting like a crackdown on getting the personal property back ASAP or leaving it there. I took as much back as I could before my volume got to the level. I'll just be honest with you. Because, this is one of the things that since I'm not in the business and I'm not buying units, I'm not going to be impacted because no one knows what I did. And when you're buying 5, 10, 15 units a week, I'm sorry. A lot of that stuff went through the shredder. It did. There was no way I could keep up with it. Because when you load up 3 or 4 units in a 20-foot, 24-foot, or a 27-foot truck, you kind of lose track of what's what. Because, you're putting this stuff in there, then you put another unit in there. You don't know. Because, you may make 3 stops, 3 different facilities. And it's just like, if it's in the corner and it's like bills and stuff and pictures, bam, take it to the office. And I'm going to tell you, when you come in the office with 5 or 6 big-ass boxes, they looking at you kind of crazy. They're like, is that really all personal effects? Yep, it is. Okay. Then one even told me, he said, next time, just leave that in the unit. I'll get to it when I get to it. All right, boss man, it's your property, it's your world. And that's some of the stuff that's going to happen to you when you buy units. If you take the time to go through that stuff. One of the things that I'm seeing is everyone is just getting the unit, getting the good stuff, and actually throwing away that stuff. Let me tell you why you're actually losing money. Sometimes people hide jewelry in their personal effects. Sometimes they hide bonds, stock certificates. Most of that stuff you can't do anything with. cash, or I actually found the code to a safe in the personal effects. And I was able to get in the safe, get out the stuff. It wasn't anything much, about $300 worth of stuff, some jewelry, and some other little stuff. But I actually sold the safe for $500 because I had the code. That right there is awesome. But look, this is a different kind of business, different kind of business. All right, that's pretty much it. This is Glendon with Making Money with Storage Unit Auctions.